So I've always wondered how that works because, you're like the lead singer. You never hear of like a random date getting, well, at least I don't. You never really hear of like a random date getting shut down because this guy's got the stomach flu. Like, how would that work? Like, do you just push through, or you just say, listen, I can't sing tonight because I'm really sick?
Well, if I was in a band that has already sold, 50,000 records or something, I'm sure I would say, hey, I can't play tonight. We're going to have to cancel. But being a mid-level touring new metal band, you got to kind of just power through it. Like, Hollywood was probably the worst night for me, and I probably had a fever of 102.
Shit.
And freaking, the body aches, everything comes with the flu. And I didn't really, just still had to get up there and do what I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's something people don't realize. It's like if you're in a 9 to 5 job, you can just freaking call out when you're sick. But for you, it's like touring pays the bills. You can't really cancel the show.
Yeah, especially when you just, went hundreds of miles to get to that venue. You got to do it.
Yeah.
You gotta, it affects your boys. It affects your boys if you don't, it affects everybody. So just got to kind of work your way through it. And, in nights like that, we have our guitarist / clean vocalist, Josh. He, we kind of have a little meeting beforehand if I'm super sick, and we kind of, level off a few lines so I don't have to sing, I can sing a few less lines that night, just to try to take the, the mustard off of it a little bit. But, you do what you can, you get through it.
Do you do anything on tour, or obviously for like health reasons, do you do anything as far as supplements or just eating right to make sure that you don't get sick on tour? Or do you just, I know I hear all the time, like people eat like crappy food because they're on tour. What do you do for that?
Well, man, there's not much you can do.
Exactly.
Honestly, you can, the best advice I can give is to, have a bunch of emergencies and, keep your vitamin C up, try to fight whatever it is the best you can, because at the end of the day, you're going to eat what you're going to eat. Like it's, not all, it's not always just stopping and getting your own food. Like on a lot of these tours, you have catering, and the catering is going to be what the catering is going to be, that's just what it is. And you're going to fucking eat it because that's just the way it is. So, it's not really easy to eat too healthy on tour for me, at least my experiences. I know some of my friends who are vegan and stuff like that do it, and they're better at it, but
It must
I don't
be
have
hard.
time. Yeah, I don't know how they find the time to do it, but
I mean, what are you going to do if they just have like burgers? You're just going to eat the bun and cheese? Well, not even cheese. That wouldn't count for vegan, but...
Yeah, so I mean, you're pretty screwed in that fact. So you better kind of, I don't know. Vegans are weird, man. They can like eat a leaf and they're cool. Like I don't get it.
Well, I think actually, I mean, I tried going like really healthy and like staying away from meat. I just think after a while you get used to it. You can eat like a bowl of freaking lettuce and it's easy. But after you've been conditioned to eat like cheeseburgers and steaks and shit, it's just you can't do that.
I love food, dude. I love food too much.
You're talking to a food addict over here.
I think I'd rather die from the illnesses I'm going to get from not eating healthy than to eat healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand that argument. It's the same for both, Someone eats vegan and they feel amazing, and someone eats like crap, but they're eating food that tastes amazing. I mean, it's the same thing. You're just getting things out of it in a different way.
Exactly.
So you guys are from a metal band from Seattle, Washington. You guys, are you sports fans? Do you like the Sounders or the Seahawks, or?
Yeah, our Sounders won this year.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
The Seahawks, we're huge Seahawks fans, but this year we were basically praying that the Seahawks would lose because the actual Super Bowl fell on the Seattle date of the Alisana tour.
Oh shit!
And if Seattle would have played the Super Bowl, it would have been a shit show. And so we do music for a living, so we had to kind of choose that over. We were just like sitting there with our fingers crossed, hoping that that we wouldn't go to the Super Bowl this year.
I mean, come on, you guys have won a Super Bowl in the past decade, so.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad.
Yeah, your freaking team is awesome. You got an awesome quarterback. I mean, coming from me, I mean, we're Red Bull. Me and John are Red Bulls fans, so it's pretty good for us. I mean, obviously Seattle and Red Bulls are two pretty good teams, but I'm a Jet fan, so we haven't won a championship in for well, the Red Bulls haven't either, but we haven't run a Super Bowl in forever. So you guys are lucky.
Oh yeah, it took us a while, but we got there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's just you guys. It's crazy to see that Pete Carroll is actually a freaking decent coach now after, getting fired from the NFL, and I think he was college coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he comes from college to the NFL, and he's awesome. But I mean, also you guys have a great defense, and like I said, Russell Wilson is just one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So
it's definitely fun to watch, man. I love being a part of this city, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even as a Jet fan, I mean, it's fun watching the Seattle Seahawks because, I mean, when we play, a handful of times over the years, and you guys have always been kind of decent, but now you guys are just like freaking powerhouse team.
Very consistent, yeah.
And is it like really going to like the weather in Seattle? Is it really like, I know everyone says it's like rainy all the time and like gloomy. How is it out there?
Well, right now it's about 55 degrees and sunny outside, and that's kind of what it is a lot. In the spring and summer, it gets up to 80, sometimes 90 and sunny, and people commonly mistake it. We have a rainy season, like everyone else does, but and yeah, it rains a lot of that rainy season, but it doesn't rain all the time.
Exactly.
Such a common misconception for Seattle.
Yeah, I mean it sounds like it's the same weather here in New Jersey. I mean, most of our summers are are in the like 80 degrees. It can go up to 90, even sometimes 100. I mean, it doesn't rain a lot. We get snow in the winter. Where me and John live particularly, we don't really get like that much. Sometimes there's storms that go over like a foot or 2 feet, but most of the times it doesn't really snow a lot.
You guys got the cheap gas over there.
Yeah, it's funny going even up to New York State, which we're close. Dude, you go like an hour or 2 hours, and it's like, damn, I don't know how people pay for gas.
Yeah, it's like $3.80 a gallon for diesel here.
Damn, really? What is it for regular gas?
About $3.30.
Shit. Yeah, I think it's like, I honestly don't pay attention. I just go to the gas station and fill up, but I think it's like $2.15.
Yeah, last time we filled up in New Jersey was like $1.75 or some stupid shit like that. It was crazy.
So I'm guessing you guys pray that you tour a lot in here.
Yeah, that was like 15 minutes from like getting out of the city too. So it was like, it was nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, New Jersey's crazy like that, but we got some friends from Jersey who just signed to Revival, Misery Loves Company.
Yeah, we just, what was that? No, different band. So you guys are like, do you know like the personal members of the band, or you've like toured with them? And
I just know them through label stuff, and I've talked to Jimmy, the singer of Misery Loves Company, a lot, and he just super good dudes. They they're really starting to muster up and get things together now, and just signed a Revival too. So they just released a video a couple days ago, so it's been cool. Revival's a very tight knit label, and we're all friends, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it benefits to have friends on tour. I mean, you see a lot of these bands, even the really popular ones nowadays. They have a lot of mutual friends, band members filling in. So you guys like planning a tour together? Any shows up and coming with them or?
We've talked about it. They're just now, they just signed and they're getting their stuff together and stuff like that. And right now we're just we're more just supporting bigger tours right now. We headlined for a while, and we're trying to just support for a little while, and it's been a little smoother too. So we're gonna probably do more support tours this year than anything.
Yeah, I think one of the like smaller bands is that's how you start out with the support, and then hopefully once you get huge, you start headlining these tours. I mean, a lot of these bands, you just see them, they're always like headlining, and then you see certain bands are always like support, but you'll get there once.
Yeah, you just gotta play the game right, man. Like we headline a lot. We headline a lot of different places a lot, and it's just like so we've been doing this for 7 years. We've been on the road for 7 years, and we're at this point, we're just like, we just signed to a new label. We have an awesome management team with Outer Loop, and we're just playing it exactly how we should play it, and we're just kind of putting pieces back together and really taking a run at this thing for sure.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to take the shows that you could take. If you headline, you headline. If not, support. I mean, like, how is it with your band and band members? Do you feel like everyone you guys like eat, sleep, and breathe tour, and that's like all you guys want to do? You have that like drive in you? Because I mean, it's kind of hard to find in members and bands nowadays.
Well, that was Eat, Sleep, and Tour was our mentality, probably a year ago. And now it's a little bit more broad than that. It's, it's not, there's all kinds of pieces with management and label and interviews and press. And it's just something every day, there's something going on every day that not necessarily tour. And then when you're on tour, all those things still happen. So it's just like tenfold. Exactly.
So you guys have a new video. You guys dropped about like 2 months ago?
Well, we dropped a video for No Safety about 2 months ago, and then about 3 weeks ago we dropped a video for a song called Stoneheart, which is out now. So we're releasing shit like crazy, that's for sure.
Definitely. I mean, you got to keep up with the content. Definitely with social media and YouTube and all that stuff nowadays. It's like you kind of have to play those cards. But for No Safety, I listened to it. I liked it a lot. It was pretty heavy. How does the new? Because I didn't see it on your page. How does the new video compare as far as like the sound and the overall theme?
It's pretty.
Does it fall like on the same lines of like heaviness or?
Yeah. It does and it doesn't. It's that this song is a little more airy than No Safety. No Safety is kind of like in your face, hard kind of, and Stoneheart it's definitely a hard song, but it's definitely got a little bit more of the clean vocal side to it, and both of them we did both of those songs about the same time, so we were in the same kind of vibe, but. The record in general has a lot of diversity for sure.
Yeah, because you see that's like a common theme with bands. They always release, in different orders, but they'll release like a heavy song and like kick it off. I know All That Remains does this a lot. They'll kick out like a heavy song and then they come out with another one and it's like softer and more radio friendly.
You got to play the game, man. You got to play the game, and luckily we wrote on this record exactly what we wanted to write, so the game just kind of fell right in place,
Yeah. So you guys get a lot of like openness with the label to do like creative things, or do they keep like any restrictions, or no? Is it just like you guys go off and do your thing?
They offer guidance alongside of our management, but one of the biggest reasons why we chose Revival is because they weren't sitting there pinning and prodding at our art and what we are passionate about and our message, which I'm sure you've read that we are a suicide awareness band and an addiction awareness band, and they stuck behind us on that, and they let us put our message out how we see relevant and fit. And so that's been one of the more positive things about this label experience, is that we have creative control and we're able to put our ideas to the test, and they've been working out. So that's more gratifying in itself, right there. That we took a chance and made our own choices, and they're working out for us,
Yeah, that's great, man. Do you have like any of the members of the bands or family members? Do you have like any issues with like suicide and stuff? Like anything that hits home, and that's why you chose to stick with this theme?
Yeah, absolutely. I lost my stepdad about 2 years ago to suicide, and it just jolted me. It put me in a tailspin at first, and then it gave me some direction in my life. It was definitely, I went down first before I came up, but it definitely gave me direction and a whole reason to be doing what I'm doing, and a title to what I'm doing, other than playing music that kids like and and it's been a very therapeutic experience for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing to hear that, you're just not writing lyrics for the sake of it, that you're actually writing them to, uplift people and to, like you said, for the awareness, just make it relevant and just make people know that, it's not okay for suicide and that like you can prevent it. And it's just great that you guys actually have something behind your music, not just like the love of music, but to spread awareness to a problem.
Exactly. We probably spend more time talking to people about, their issues and what they're going through than we do, planning band stuff. Like it's what it means to us. Like we're here for a reason now, and we stick by it. It's just what we do, and we try to live with, support. And it's a very fickle thing, man, because it's hard to be a person who tells you, who tells people that it's going to be all right, and that, things are going to, you just have to power through when you're going through the same things that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get it on a personal level. So it makes it a little bit easier also to deliver these messages to people. And when they have questions, you're able to answer them with with an honest heart, not just bullshit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's cool too, because you have a deeper connection with your fans, not just, they like your music, you like, playing for them. It's more, that there's a meaning for them coming to your shows other than music. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, to us, there's no such thing as fans, man. It's all family.
Exactly. Awesome, dude. And now with the new album, The Cardinal, available on March 3rd, do you have a lot of that theme, the suicide awareness and stuff in your lyrics, or?
It's the whole record is just drowned in it. It is what it is. That's what it is. It's a message. The Cardinal stands for important. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the Cardinal's most genuine definitions in the dictionary is important, a message of importance. And that's what we're going for, is to let people know how important this is, and that we can't ignore it anymore, and that we can't let the system and the corporations ignore it and shove pills down people's throats and try to fix things. It doesn't work like that. We need a network of support, and if it's a little ass new metal band from Seattle that has to start it, then that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, man. And you hear a lot too, that like a lot of these people, it's like the depression pills. It's like the what do you call that? The side effect is suicide. It's like, wait, isn't this supposed to prevent that? So, I mean, a lot of that stuff is caused by,
man. It's the Achilles heel. You try to fix something with something that makes something worse. And that's because it's not a fix. It's because the only reason why they're writing these prescriptions and why these medications are really a thing is to put $1 in a corporation's pocket. Exactly. And every time they write a prescription, someone's getting paid, and it's not making the people better, and they don't care. Yeah. They don't give a shit because their bank accounts are growing.
Yeah.
And we're here to make that apparent. And
exactly.
We're not worried about ruffling feathers with people, and if they want to come after us, they're more than welcome to. But we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and also there's a lot of people that are working for that corporation that are good and they want to do good. But I mean, I always say this to people: at the end of the day, I mean, are you gonna lose your job, that pays for everything, just to go against making these pills or coming up with formulas? And also, too, these companies, their primary purpose isn't to cure you or to make you better. It's to provide for their shareholders, which, if you think about it, it's just a messed up thing. Their primary purpose should be to make a product that's good and that helps people, and not that makes certain people rich.
Exactly. And most of those people who, will stay working for them, and, the genuine people are mostly the people that haven't had to deal with this stuff firsthand. Mm-hmm. And haven't, maybe they have medical insurance and they have a great benefit system, but, for example, now with our new executive branch of our government, or, most of these people that depended on these programs to get better and to get, rehabilitated and to be, to see psychiatrists and to actually like the people who are actually trying to fix themselves other than swallowing a bunch of pills, then, we're not, those people aren't going to have the option anymore to have that care and to have the support system that they need to get better. And it's just getting worse, man. It's getting so much worse. The government is moving further and further away from helping the people and closer just to helping the top percent. So it's disgraceful.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm ashamed to be. I can honestly, without any conviction in my soul, say that I'm ashamed to be an American at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess now we have a president that likes to call out the media and stuff. The only thing I could see being like a light in the dark with someone like that is hopefully it's someone, he can voice his opinion on calling out the medical companies and calling out, people that push like genetically modified stuff, if you don't believe in that, if not, but, hopefully he'll voice his opinion for good things like that,
I'm sure there's going to be some things that people agree with, man, but it only took them 2 weeks to jerk the medical system out from under the people who needed it. So I'm just disgusted, man. It's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And people can have their opinions and all that stuff, but these are facts. Like these are facts that people who just recently started getting help and having the option of mental health care and to actually start rehabilitating themselves, they started they started working to get better, and then their government pulled the rug out from under them, and it's not okay. It's not there's no, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, just look at the black and white. It's not okay.
No.
It's not where we are. It's like they've set us back. They set the people that needed it back, 35 years, man, like 40 years. Like they literally, it's terrible. There's no silver lining in what's going on. You can try to look for it. You can and you can support who you want, but facts are facts. We stand for mental health, and they're taking it away, and that's what it is.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, it's just one of those the darkness before the dawn, and maybe things are going to get reworked. So, hopefully, things like that work out. I mean, the only thing you can do is just hope and push forward.
Yeah, well, that's another common misconception that we don't believe in either. Is just hope. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna beat the streets. We're gonna beat the streets on tour. We're gonna put it out there to the top of our lungs that it's not okay, and that if we're the only support system some people get, then that's what it's going to be. But it's just at this point just super disgusted.
Yeah, you got to take over.
And when you take a system like that was offering healthcare for people who have pre-existing conditions or pre-existing mental health care issues, then and you take that away without replacing it or having a replacement right away, we're talking months. We're talking months that people don't have this health. We're talking thousands of people killing themselves because they feel like they have no option. And this isn't me, saying, oh, this is right and this is wrong. This is me dealing with a situation firsthand, and I've dealt with it, and I've lived it, and I watched the facts happen. And my stepdad was a doctor. He was a doctor, and the medical system let him down. One of their own. Like, if they're not going to take care of their own, who the hell are they going to take care of, man?
Exactly.
No one.
No
one, unless you have $1 to give them. It's crazy to me. It's insane.
Yeah, I've always wondered, when that happens with, doctors, they're supposed to be the ones that are healthy and providing us with that. And when stuff like that happens, it's almost like you lose faith.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't expect something like that to happen to a doctor. They're supposed to be, the ones that are healthy, the ones that have the answers.
Yep. And then when their own system lets them down, what do you have to run to? You don't have hope for that system.
No, you gotta do it yourself.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to offer as much support as we can to the people who need it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty exciting, and your new album drops on the 3rd, It's only it's like what, a week or two? No, it's next week, right?
Yeah, it's next week, next Friday, not this Friday, but the next.
So there you go. So, hopefully people that, that have those issues, or just, music fans and metal fans in general, will pick it up and find the support they need through that, or, just it's uplifting. That's why I like metal music. I don't listen to it because it's hip and cool. I listen to it because, like, when you listen to a metal song, it like lifts you up, and it, really gets you going and doing stuff. And, that's why I like it. There's more emotion in the metal songs that I listen to, and not like hip hop. Obviously there's a different type of emotion in that, but
it's
the good
raw.
kind.
It's raw emotion.
Yeah.
It's very organic. It's how the cool thing about this market is you don't necessarily always have to watch what you say.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in top 40 pop.
Not politically correct.
Like, yeah, we can get in there and we can ruffle some feathers. And what are they going to do? Take away our tiny little income that we get? Like,
yeah.
We're already not used to making money. So you think that that's going to threaten us? No.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, man. Like, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to shut up, and we're not going to, just bow down to whatever system says, this is what it's going to be. No,
Mm-hmm.
we're not accepting it. We're not going to take it.
Yeah, I've never understood too why like bands like Rise Against and Disturbed, they'll get like criticized with certain albums because they delve into like political stuff. And I mean, dude, if you're a huge band and people are listening to you, I mean, you got that voice. I mean, obviously if it's a negative opinion, but I mean, dude, if you have that voice out there and you can provide people that might not even know certain information about things. I mean, as long as the lyrics are good, and I mean, if it's criticizing government or whatever, as long as they're good lyrics, man, I mean, I don't see why bands like that get negative criticism for those types of lyrics.
Yeah, well, I mean, the people who are going to criticize the message are the people who never wanted to hear it in the first place. So yeah. You did yourself a favor.
Exactly. It's like when people are comfortable and and they change, or they're like forced to change. I mean, that's the reason they kind of like they shy away from it, thinking it doesn't exist. And when someone brings it to light, they criticize it.
Exactly. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to talk about suicide. Why would you want to talk about that when you can talk about, the cool new hip things that have came out this year?
Yeah, or Lady Gaga wearing a meat dress.
Yeah, who gives a fuck, Like, it's stupid. It's like, we don't care. Like, we're here for a reason, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, going back to that point again, that's why I like metal. It's not about people lip syncing and doing these fancy dances live and wearing meat dresses. It's about freaking the raw emotion and about just the music,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what we're going for, and we're not going to stop screaming our message. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, man. So let's go back to the Cardinal. What is this your first full length album on Revival Records?
Yes, sir. This is our first full length.
Nice. It must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, man. Countless EPs and touring and years of touring, and we finally have a platform to put the whole thing down on, and so we have 11 songs of raw emotion coming at you. That's for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Anything different in the process of recording and writing the album?
Not really. We always spent a lot of time, whether it was the EP or 2 EPs or whatever it was. So we buckled down, and we have a few engineers within our band too that we track a lot of stuff. And then before we actually get to the final stages, then we head in with Casey Bates, who does Memphis May Fire and Chiodos and, many other bands. And we get in there and polish these songs off and throw them down finally. And then we, go with that. So it's a very organic process. Like, we don't really force stuff. Like, some of the best songs in this record were some of the last songs that we wrote on the very last day.
Nice. And do you feel like you went out of your comfort zone with any of the songs, or I mean, then again, you said that it was organic, so it might have just been easy for you guys to pump out those 11 songs.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you definitely bring yourself out of your comfort zone because you're finding a way to deliver this message in the most emotional and organic way. And so it may not be challenging as far as maybe, or, as far as the actual singing part, but actual going out of your comfort zone and letting your actual raw feelings go down on some audio for everyone to hear. These aren't lyrics that someone, we sat in a room and figured out what was going to rhyme. This is a diary. It's a very personal piece of art, and a piece of art that, hopefully other kids can find tangible and find a little bit of hope in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the good thing, it makes it unique, and that just gives another reason for someone to listen to your music, for the lyrics and the message.
Exactly. That's our goal.
And then I see you still have some pre-orders going. I think this package is pretty cool. So for $10, people get an album and a concert ticket. I mean, for $10, an album and a concert ticket, I don't think you can beat that.
Oh yeah, we're giving out. If you buy that concert ticket, you're getting the album for free. So there's no, you're getting $20 worth of stuff right away for free. And then if you go to the package above that, then you're getting an album and a T-shirt and a concert ticket for $25. And all of these orders come with a copy of our old record as well. So you're getting not only one record, but 2 records. So that's one thing about Revival, is that they support us in getting music out, not necessarily for the dollar format, but for the overall, appeal, and to get it to kids who maybe not, maybe they want everything, but they can't afford it. And money shouldn't be able to separate you from a message like this.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, a lot of times you go to these concerts, a T-shirt alone is $25. So to get a T-shirt, a concert ticket, and an album, expect 2 albums, it's crazy good deal. Everyone should pick it up.
You're never going to catch us jabbing our fans or or our family for an extra dollar. It's just not worth it. It's way more worth it for them to be able to grab it for what they can, and to be able to hold on to that piece of art and find something in it. That's more important to us.
Hell yeah, man. So I'm pretty much done with the questions I have today. Any plugs you want to give out? Any upcoming shows? Your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything?
Yeah, for those who can't make it, or don't live in Seattle, to grab one of those packages, you can head over to www.versus.merchnow.com and pick up one of the many pre-order packages we have on there, with beanies and T-shirts and exclusive prints, and Facebook.com/VSofficial, VSBandofficial.com, and Versus Band Official on Instagram. So follow us and support the message.
Hell yeah, man. Joe, it was a pleasure having you, man. Have a great night, and good luck with the album.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.